RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dentistry with TLC. Stop hiding and start smiling. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Professional, independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, buy American.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 2 of our Tuesday night doubleheader. Hope you enjoyed Illinois basketball, the Illini against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now we take you to Alton Redbirds boys basketball. We're here at Alton High tonight with the Redbirds hosting the Belleville East Lancers in a Southwestern Conference contest. With Louis Korak, Brent Berklin here with you as we get ready for Alton in the new year against Belleville East, and a lot of the Riverbend teams getting back to action tonight to start out the new year 2010. And we mentioned last night at our girls game that it's time to turn the schedule over, turn the calendar over, Louis, and get going here in January.
Absolutely, and a full slate of games in the Southwestern Conference tonight, including these two teams going against each other. They've already faced each other once, and that was in the Alton tip-off tournament back around Thanksgiving time. Alton winning that, winning the championship there, and their first action since playing in the Centralia tournament, and looking to get this conference mark back to where it needs to be. Both of these teams were expected to be at or near the top of the conference. Not the case right now, with both coming in at 1-3.
1-3 for each team, Redbirds and Lancers, and both teams back on the floor here, loosening up, getting ready to go. That first matchup was Saturday, November 28th, when Alton won 60-51 over Belleville East and won the Alton Tip-Off Classic. And in that game, the Redbirds had 4 players in double figures, as Belleville East had 3 players in double figures too, but it was the Alton Redbirds that came away with the win, 60-51, and both teams would like to be better in the conference. Both teams would have liked to had a better showing in their holiday tournaments too. You look at Collinsville, where Belleville East played, and Centralia, where Alton played. They both won their first round game, went into the winner's bracket, and then lost 2 straight. So they each went 1-2 last week during the holidays.
Probably not the scenario that either one were looking at, but both in tough tournaments during the holidays there. The Collinsville tournament always has a good showing. Centralia typically does as well, with their array of locals and out-of-state teams that usually come in for that one. So both looking to get, like you said, the new calendar year off on the right foot, and they'll begin it here tonight.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Stop hiding. Start smiling. Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Smith. My staff and I love to take great care of our patients. We constantly update our technology, which allows us to complete complex procedures quickly, saving you time and money. Our new LumaSmiles technology allows you to see your new smile without changing a thing.
Patient of the Month, Louis Mikkel, won a free lunch for all his co-workers.
Come see what your smile can be at Dentistry with TLC.
Belleville East beating Highland in the first round of that holiday tournament, then losing to Lincoln, and Lincoln, Illinois went on to win the championship of that tournament. They also lost to Oakville in the tournament. Alton beat Jacksonville, then lost to Cahokia and Wooddale from Memphis, Tennessee. So both again going 1-2 in their holiday tournaments.
And again, the conference, that's what you play those tournaments for, and you get into the tougher tournaments. You want to that kind of preps you up for as the conference season goes on. This is still early in the conference schedule. You got to figure you got 14 games to play. You're not even you're about maybe a third of the way through, not even a third of the way through. So a long way to go yet. But you got to figure the loser of this game, if you had any slim opportunity to be at or near the top, another loss here, and you might as well forget about that altogether.
And again, both teams 1-3 in conference play. Belleville East comes in overall at 5-6. The Alton Redbirds at 7-5. They were 7-3 after their win in the first round at Centralia, but then again lost those back-to-back games to Cahokia and Wooddale from Memphis, Tennessee. The starting lineups being announced right now, and earlier tonight our national anthem and the colors were presented by Alton High's Air Force Junior ROTC, and they were commanded tonight by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel David Wells and Cadet Airman John Kelly. Cadet Airman Basics Michael Powell, Jalen Calvin, Autumn Hayes, and Sean Walker out on the floor for our national anthem tonight. Alton High's Air Force Junior ROTC before the ball game this evening. Alton and Belleville East tonight. Other games going on: O'Fallon and Belleville West, Collinsville and Granite City, and Edwardsville at East St. Louis. Back with a tip-off in a moment. Redbirds and Lancers from Alton High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You've worked hard to get where you are, to achieve your goals. And that's why we'll work just as hard to help make sure all you've built has the right protection. As a local independent agent, we can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family, providing safe, sound, secure protection with Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
See Macias Insurance Agency on West Delmar Avenue in Godfrey.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back with you here at Alton High School. Redbirds and Belleville East Lancers get ready to battle tonight. Alton starters: Lumpkins, Covington, McDouglar, Parker, and Bradley. Tony Bradley back with the team, so is Dorian Scruggs. 3 players over the holidays last week suspended indefinitely. 2 of those players are now back with the team. 1 still missing from the team. Montanez Knight still suspended for breaking team rules, and Alton with 2 players back and 1 of them a starter, Bradley, tonight. Louis?
Well, you got to figure you're in that Centralia tournament. Cahokia wins that thing down there. You would have liked to have figured or wanted to know what Alton would have done if they had these players there. I'm not saying that they make or break you, but boy, they sure help you, and they weren't at their disposal, and it was a quick 2 and out after they won the first game.
Tip won by Alton. They're wearing their white home uniforms, trimmed in the red. Belleville East in the light blue, the powder blue, trimmed in the navy blue. Blue and blue against the red and white. Here's Lumpkins down to Tony Bradley. Back out to Lumpkins. They reset it to Tony Covington, the left-hander. Now it's Levon McDouglar out to Covington again between the circles. Gets a pick from Parker. 30 seconds into the game. Alton with the basketball. Their first possession for Coach Lane Bennett. Belleville East head coach Ray Hoffman on the sideline. Shot from the wing, missed by Lumpkins. Rebound for the Lancers, no score.
Little matchup zone there by Belleville East, and Alton was pretty much limited to the perimeter, and they settled for an outside jump shot from Lumpkins, and they're 1 and out, and Belleville East looking to take the lead, get the first points of the game.
East with the basketball, and Miles Lawrence has it outside. Now to Joe Gilmore, number 33. He gives it up as they have a couple of guards out at the three-point line, and that three-pointer is missed. Lumpkins with the rebound on the Gilmore miss, and Mikkel Lumpkins back down the floor to Tony Covington.
And Alton in its customary man-to-man, applying the pressure and also forcing an outside shot. And Neither team has scored yet, a minute and a half in.
One possession each way. Now the Redbirds have it again. Covington, top of the key, gives to Lumpkins. The two guards out front. Number 3, Lumpkins. Number 5, Covington. Down low, you have McDouglar, Bradley, and Parker. 6:10 to go, first quarter. Lumpkins inside. Finger roll good off the back iron, and Mikkel Lumpkins broke that zone down a little bit.
Well, it's all about patience when you do that, and he found a crease and was able to get through just a small enough seam where he's able to slash right down the middle of the lane and able to lay it in.
Now the ball back to the blue. Malcolm Hill, the 6'2 freshman for Belleville East. Number 25 hands the ball off to Gilmore again.
It's pretty good, a freshman starting in this conference.
Yeah. Belleville East Lancers. There's a steal by Covington. Grabbed right back by Lawrence, though, and Lancers back to the front court. Now a reach in by Covington from behind, looking for the steal, but he's going to get the foul instead.
More times than not, when you reach around a player's body like that, whether you get all ball or not, 9.9 out of 10 times you're going to get called for a reach in, and that was the case there. And I'm not so sure it was, because it looked like he got clean ball, but like I said, more times than not, you're going to get called for that.
Lumpkins almost had a steal out high, too. Lancer's going to go to the bench here in a moment. C.J. Goldthree, one of their top players early in the season, getting ready to check in here.
He usually starts for them.
Outside, 3 ball is good, and there's the freshman, Malcolm Hill, with a 3.
Well, I can't imagine he's coming out of the game after that shot.
3 ball outside, and the Lancers take a 3-2 lead. Here's Tony Bradley with it. Again, back with the team after missing 2 games last week for the Centralia Holiday Tournament. Here's Lumpkins with it. Inside, he breaks down the D again and hits the jumper in the lane.
Pretty similar play there. We're able to get inside the lane, but this time he pulls up for the jump shot, and he's able to knock it down just inside the free throw line.
Now the freshman travels outside the lane. Malcolm Hill handling the ball quite a bit here. He's a lanky 6'2 freshman, and now Goldthree comes in, a 6-foot senior for the Lancers, who now look like they'll go man-to-man this time down. 4-3 Redbirds with an early lead. First quarter, here's Parker with it. Tyrone spinning into the lane, kicks it out to Bradley. 3 is missed. Rebound, Parker tipped it. Covington raced for it, but Lancers have it the other way. Layup is good. Goldthree into the game, and he hits a bucket right away.
Well, the ball was won, just a loose ball by the Lancers, and these two teams, if they can get out into that fast break and run with it, they'll certainly do that.
McDouglar stuck in the air and didn't have anything to do with it. He threw it away to Belleville East.
Well, he wanted to shoot the 3 ball and then realized that thing was probably going to get knocked back in his face, so he tried to just a desperation dump off there, and nobody paying attention in the turnover.
Gilmore has it for Belleville East, out to Hill. Number 25, Hill hands the ball off. Ariel Coleman, big 6'2 senior. Out to the top of the key. 3 ball is good. A rainbow for 33, Joe Gilmore.
Shooting the basketball well, 3 out of 4 to start this game, including 2 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Inside and off the glass and rim, and Lumpkins couldn't get it to fall. He did everything but finish.
Boy, he's finding his seams there, getting to the basket.
Getting to the basket outside the lane is Coleman, and he hits a bucket, and all of a sudden it's 10-4 Lancers.
7-0 run here, and a couple of 3 balls and a couple of baskets, or actually 3 baskets in a row, and there's a turnover.
Another steal, and inside Gilmore left it short. Missed it underneath there. Lumpkins the other way. Lumpkins 3-on-2. He'll hand it to Parker. Layup is good, and it's 10-6. The Redbirds with a bucket.
Really nothing there for Lumpkins. Boy, he tried to get to the basket quickly, but they had him sealed off, and good recognition to get the little dump off, and Parker finishes it off.
10-6, Belleville East. Here's Hill at the free throw line. Hands the ball off. A double team there, but over the top it's Goldthree with another bucket.
That's just good defense. nothing you can do about that when you defend that well and the guy still knocks the shot down. Just a little baby hook and it goes in. Right now, Belleville East shooting the ball very well.
12-6, they lead Alton here at AHS. Dorian Scruggs is going to check in a moment for Alton, but right now it's Covington to McDouglar. Skip pass to Lumpkins. 3 ball. It's off the rim. McDouglar will get it weak side on the rebound. Levon McDouglar to Tyrone Parker. Back to McDouglar for 3. He missed it. Rebound, Parker. Alton will get another try. Lumpkins for 3, and it's good.
Well, you give a team so many opportunities, and there's Coach Ray Hoffman just putting his hands up going, hey, if we get a defensive board, they're not going to get that many opportunities, and an opportunity to score there. And finally, on the third chance, Alton's able to knock a shot down from the outside, and they cut the deficit to 3.
They tried 3 threes. Lumpkins, McDouglar, and then Mikkel Lumpkins again. And it's 12-9 in favor of the Lancers by those 3 points here. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Inside, a block by Bradley. The other way, it's Covington. Redbirds ball. Covington all the way down. Knocked away and knocked out of bounds. It's Alton ball. Scruggs comes in now. And he'll come in for McDouglar, who checks out. And Mikkel Lumpkins will trigger it in.
Alton they were down, 10-4 here a minute or so ago. 3 ball here, and they could tie this game up quickly.
Well, 50 seconds to go, first quarter. We'll see how they play it. Mikkel Lumpkins has it. And they'll be patient again. Tony Bradley to Tyrone Parker. Back to Bradley, top of the key to Mikkel Lumpkins. Looking for Parker, but instead, they'll swing it to Scruggs. Dorian Scruggs driving. Finger roll, good, and he falls down, and he is injured. He can't get up as he fell hard on his back, and inside the other way, it's a bucket, and timeout is called.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance, today at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Off the court under his own power, limping though on that left side and holding his lower back and his tailbone area on the left side, and he's on the bench now with Andy Renner.
Well, you take a shot there, that can't hurt, believe me. It's no fun when you bang that tailbone on a hard surface, and that's the case. He's going to be feeling it for a little bit, but when you walk off on your own, that's always a good sign.
Never know, get hip pointer, anything in there in that area. Here's Lumpkins for 3, and it's missed. Rebound, 2 seconds left. Covington with a steal. Half-court shot off the glass and missed. And so, Alton trailing by 3 after 1 quarter. It's the Lancers 14, the Redbirds 11. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Your kids now have kids of their own. I'm State Farm Agent Tom Lane. With just a simple gift, your grandchildren may experience a lifetime of life insurance. Give me a call at 377-8912 in Bethalto to discuss the many options that are available to provide your grandchildren with a gift of life. For great products and service that are available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, call me, Tom Lane, at 377-8912.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back with you, lots of boys basketball. Riverbend teams in action tonight. Everybody really, except for the CM Eagles. Alton in action tonight, and there's Bradley with a steal to start the second quarter. Lancers lead the Redbirds 14-11.
Got off to a hot start. Belleville East went on a little run, got a 6-point lead. That was been the biggest lead of the game. Now Alton with a chance here.
Levon McDougler all the way down. Missed an open layup on the left side of the rim.
Didn't shots you got to make.
Did not finish. That 3-ball is missed, but it ricochets right to number 22. It looked like there for Belleville East, and that would be Thomas Poston. Poston for 2.
That was one of those thank you very muches where it just happened to lay right into his hands. He couldn't have had an easier gift given to him, but takes advantage and puts his team up by 5.
Decent sized crowd here tonight. Not as big as some nights here, especially on those Friday night home games. And we're just back from the holidays here on a Tuesday night, 5th day of January. Backdoor cut by Parker, and he couldn't hang on to the pass from McDougler. Out of bounds.
And everybody getting back to school too, so.
Back to school.
This is kind of like this is one of those where the students are like, they dread it. It's almost like a Monday.
Exactly. And maybe waiting on snow or a snow day. You never know. Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from Tony Bradley. Quick timeout here for Coach Ray Hoffman of Belleville East. They still lead by 3 points.
9 points already for Lumpkins. He's got 9 of Alton's 13, and we see Scruggs. Looks like he's running around. I think we'll see him back in this ball game. He'll be okay.
Running there back behind the bleachers, trying to loosen up that left leg, left knee, and that back area. We mentioned all of the Southwestern Conference games tonight, but we also have Roxana with a conference game at Greenville. Litchfield with an SCC game. They're playing Marquette tonight. Southwestern against Carlinville. And East Alton Wood River taking on Calhoun. The Oilers against the Calhoun Warriors tonight. A lot of interesting matchups here to start the year for Tuesday night boys basketball. Here's a move inside for Belleville East. Shot missed. Rebound East. They'll keep it. Inside. Now free throw line. They kick it back out high. Missed. Rebound Bradley. Alton ball. And they're headed the other way. Down by 3. Lumpkins behind the back to Parker and out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, he had him too. And I mean, looked like he was going to take it coast to coast and lay in another one, but tried a little fancy behind the back pass. And if Parker is waiting for that one, he's got himself a gimme, but it's Alton's 4th turnover of the game. Each team with 4 turnovers.
There's Malcolm Hill for Belleville East. Out to the top, C.J. Goldthree. Goldthree gives to Ariel Coleman. Coleman now to Joe Gilmore. Malcolm Hill with it, top of the key. Everybody with a touch now. Darnell Stevenson, 5'9" junior into the game. And now the give is to Gilmore again. Gilmore down to the baseline. Into the lane. Shot blocked by Parker, I believe there. Parker goes to the ground and picks it up. Scoops it up to Bradley. And Bradley turns it over in the backcourt. I thought it was going to be a Lancer foul. But Alton with a turnover, and this is a good sign. Dorian Scruggs going to come back in, and so is the sophomore, Shane Matthews, who made a name for himself last week at the Centralia Holiday Tournament, too.
I don't know how they call that a turnover. It looked, actually, to me, it looked like the ball got knocked out of his hands, so it would make it a loose ball. They called it a turning it over. That's a tough call to make.
Belleville East ball, and we're at 5:10 to go. Second quarter action here. Down to the baseline, blocked away, but a foul is called. Bradley left his feet there to block it, and I think it's going to be Bradley with a foul. We haven't had many fouls here tonight.
I was getting ready to say, it's only the second foul, both of them on Alton in the entire game.
No Lancer fouls at all.
You ever done a game where a team didn't commit one foul?
No.
Me neither.
Maybe not even in the first half. We may not have a foul in the first half, although there's still 5 minutes to go here, and Goldthree misses the first free throw. He's got 6 points.
Coming off the bench, he leads his team in scoring now with 7.
1 out of 2 from the line. Redbirds with Lumpkins, Covington, now Scruggs, Matthews, and Bradley. Parker takes a seat. So does McDouglar. Here's Tony Covington with it. Out to Matthews. Now Scruggs to Lumpkins. Down to Bradley. Knocked away. Knocked away from behind. Belleville East ball. Lumpkins almost stole it right back, but he tipped it out of bounds.
Well, that entry pass into Bradley, he's got to assert himself more on the post there. Too loose and enable the defender to just step right around him, knock it away. If he asserts his position there, he's going to be able to post up one-on-one.
Belleville East ball. Here's Stevenson with it, guarded by Lumpkins. Stevenson gets a step. Foul is called. No, a traveling is called on Belleville East. He says he was pushed into the travel.
Well, you and I haven't figured out a call yet, so I think we'll leave that up to the guys on the court, huh?
Exactly. 4:30 to go, second period. 17-13. Lancers lead by 4 points. Lumpkins, right elbow shot rolls off the rim. He missed it. Lancers ball.
It was a makeable shot.
Lancers and Redbirds played back on November 28th, over a month ago in that Tip-Off Classic tournament. They'll play again, of course, at Belleville East for a third matchup. Here's a steal, and Scruggs the other way. Lays it up, missed it. Matthews with a follow. It's no good. He got too far under the backboard, too.
You can see Scruggs there. He's looking behind him, and you can understand he just took a tumble, and he's wondering if he was going to get decked again.
Off the glass and in. Stevenson hits a bucket to make it 19-13 East.
That's one of those situations, though, where you have to have a short memory and not worry about that and just play basketball and finish the play. And he tried to finger roll just straight off the rim and instead of using the backboard, and it cost Alton 2. That's basically a 4-point swing there. Instead of pulling to within 2, now you're down by 6.
Inside, Lumpkins with a layup as he got the baseline. He has 11
of the 15 Alton points here tonight, and he's holding his team in right now offensively.
Lancers with the basketball. To the corner it goes. That's Hill. He misses a long 3. Tipped around. Lancers had it, but they lost it. Scruggs the other way. Finger roll. No good. He missed it the same way off the back iron again.
Use the backboard, son. Use the backboard. That's what it's there for.
Belleville East with the ball. A moment ago, Belleville East. Stevenson, I thought, hit that bucket 23, but I think it was 33 Gilmore. So he's got 5 points on the board. 19-15 into the lane. Shot no good. The follow is in, and that's Gold 3 with a bucket.
It's quickly 9 points now for him, and it's a contest right now between he and Lumpkins as to who's going to be the leading scorer here at halftime.
2:10 to go till halftime, and Redbirds trail by 6. Inside Bradley, and a jump ball called, and the other official has a foul on the Lancers instead. So we'll take the Lancers foul, the first one of the night.
2:03 to go. Boy, that's a long time to go without a foul, especially the way they play physical in this conference. So
Bradley will be at the free throw line. He hasn't scored yet. Free throw is up and in.
Well, no fouls. That means no free throws. Only 3 free throws combined in the game so far, and Alton getting ready to shoot their second. So
21-16 Belleville East. LaVon McDouglar will check in a moment. But Bradley with another free throw first. He could make it a 4-point game, and he does. 21-17. Matthews out, McDouglar in for Alton.
First points of the night for Bradley. First points for him in a long time.
That's right. Alton with a solid game on the first day, last Monday when they beat Jacksonville to start that Centralia tournament, but then lost to Cahokia and Wooddale from Tennessee. Belleville East underneath, lost it. The other way, it's Covington all alone. He missed it. That should have been goaltending as the ball was hit over the rim there. Covington had a finger roll, and now he lost it to the Lancers.
How do you miss that call?
That's goaltending.
You've got 3 officials out there and 3 sets of eyes, and nobody saw it.
Well, Lane Bennett is hot. He's out on the floor.
He's got every right to be.
Still on the floor, arguing the call. Or no call. 120.
I was going to say.
123 to go.
If there was a call, we'd have been in good shape.
3-ball, good. Swish by Gilmore, number 33.
He's got a couple of long bombs now tonight, and that one he drains from the right corner. And now, Belleville East has extended it to their biggest lead of the night, which is 7.
Redbirds with the basketball, and they kick it to McDougler. Left elbow, line drive shot, missed. Rebound, Lancers, leading 24-17.
Alton not getting much going on the offensive glass right now, and not really getting much going offensively. They've got 17 points, and we're in the last minute of this half, so they need to come up with a good defensive stand here. You don't want to fall too far behind and just start playing catch-up with this team.
30 seconds to go till halftime.
And the Lancers look like they're going to try to hold this for the final shot of the half.
There's almost a steal. Covington then knocked it off of the Belleville East player. Good hustle by Tony Covington. It's Alton ball.
Now Alton can hold for the final shot of the half. Good defense by Covington there. Good recovery. Knocks that ball out of bounds off the Belleville East player. And we're down to 15 to go.
Redbirds, Scruggs threw it away right into the middle of the Belleville East defense in the lane there. 6 seconds to go, and the ball was tipped away. No call as bodies go flying around, and Lancers with a miss, then a follow. It's good, but it's after the buzzer. It's not going to count. That follow made by Gerald Pugh, number 44, but it's after the buzzer, says the official right away. And so, at halftime, the Lancers 24, the Redbirds 17. Back at Alton High for halftime in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Hi, George Weber. Here's 3 more great reasons to visit Weber Chevrolet this fall. Number 1, product. Chevrolet has the best lineup of vehicles in the market today. Cobalt, Malibu, Impala, Silverado, Traverse, Equinox. Reason number 2, the deals. Right now, we have extra incentives and aggressive pricing on all of our units, resulting in huge savings. Number 3, your trade-in. After Cash for Clunkers, we were forced to crush so many of our trades that our pre-owned inventory needs some help. Your used vehicle has never been worth more.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment this evening, the Alton High School Varsity Dance Team with their hip-hop routine.
Gotta get, gotta get, gotta get, gotta get.
Field.
Stop hiding. Start smiling. Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Smith. My staff and I love to take great care of our patients. We constantly update our technology, which allows us to complete complex procedures quickly, saving you time and money. Our new LumaSmiles technology allows you to see your new smile without changing a thing.
Patient of the Month, Louis Mikkel, won a free lunch for all his co-workers.
Come see what your smile can be at Dentistry with TLC.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
With Louis Korak, Bryn Berkland back with you at Alton High School. Redbirds and Belleville East Lancers meeting tonight after the Illinois-Iowa game earlier this evening here on Z1570. And Alton girls playing at Belleville East tonight, but the Alton boys here at home. And at halftime, it's a 7-point game, Louis.
Got to shoot the basketball better. Bottom line, 7 for 21 right now. You're at 33%. That's not going to get it done. Neither team really getting to the free throw line either. But then again, we didn't have very many fouls. We had 3 combined fouls in the half. Pretty quick half. Sloppy second quarter by both teams. They each turned it over 6 times. They've each got 8 turnovers at the half. I'm sure they'd like to cut those numbers down a little bit. But bottom line for Alton, they just have to shoot the basketball better. They had a couple opportunities where they get inside and have layups, and they just didn't knock them down.
Well, the JV game earlier tonight went down to the wire. We'll have to see if the varsity game does. Alton won the junior varsity game earlier tonight, 44-43. So we'll see how this one winds up. We're only at halftime, and the Lancers lead 24-17 over the Redbirds. Back with the third quarter in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports. Back at Alton High School, Redbirds basketball as we start the second half. Covington, Lumpkins, McDougler, Bradley, and Parker, the starting 5, and they're back out there to start the second half. And Redbirds need some points. They have 17 here at halftime, and they trail by 7. Here's Lumpkins, left side to McDougler. Skip pass to Covington now. On the right side, gives to Parker. Down low to Bradley. Gets a step, glass, and good for Tony Bradley.
You need to get some secondary and scoring from a third player maybe. You got 11 points out of Lumpkins there at halftime. You need some other guys to step in and knock some shots down. That's a good start.
Inside, nice move, and the big man in there, squeezing in there. It's Coleman, 6'2", senior with a bucket.
Alton's given up a few of those this game as well. Need to stiffen up that defense on the inside, not allow those entry passes to get in quite as easily.
Covington lays it off to Parker, up and in, right over the front of the rim for Tyrone Parker.
That's twice now that they've broken down that matchup zone now, and good start, 2 for 2 shooting the basketball here, but now you need to get some defensive stops.
26-21, Belleville East by 5. Redbirds ball, 6.5 minutes to go. Redbirds on defense, I should say. 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Free throw line, that jumper is missed. Rebound by Covington the other way. Redbirds ball, Covington makes a move around one man. Free throw line jumper, missed it off the glass. Too hard and back the other way. There's a steal. Lumpkins the other way again. Lumpkins 2-on-1. He fires it up and no whistle, but Must have been blocked there by the defender. Now it's blocked by Bradley at the other end on a 3-on-1. Bradley rips it away and knocks it out of bounds.
Both teams running the floor now, but Lumpkins on that previous possession needs to have a little more patience there and not try to force that into something that really wasn't there for him, trying to force it into two guys. Just pull the basketball back out and run the offense and get yourself a good shot.
All the way to the front of the rim, it's Joe Gilmore with a bucket, and Gilmore now double digits, 10 points.
Again, that's just too easy, allowing the ball handler to get inside of the paint and getting off a good-looking shot. And Belleville East just kind of keeping Alton at arm's length right now. They continue to lead by 7.
First game back in November was 60-51, 9-point win for Alton. They'll play again in Belleville February 19th, month and a half from now. There's an alley-oop, and it's a slam dunk. Lumpkins backdoor to McDougler for the jam.
I would have thought McDougler with his first points of the game at the 5.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
Back the other way, 3-ball is an air ball by Joe Gilmore. Back comes Alton quickly. Covington to Bradley. He lays it up and in.
That's what Alton does best, is when they can come up with a good defensive stand, get the ball out quickly and transition into a full court. And Belleville East is going to take a timeout. They want to talk about this.
Lancers with a 30-second timeout. 3-point game now. Belleville East 28-23 over Alton High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
You've worked hard to get where you are, to achieve your goals. And that's why we'll work just as hard to help make sure all you've built has the right protection. As a local independent agent, we can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family, providing safe, sound, secure protection with Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
See Macias Insurance Agency on West Delmar Avenue in Godfrey.
Back at Alton High School, Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back with you. Also here high atop Alton Redbird Arena, Dan Gonzalez with RiverBender.com. Good evening to the folks at RiverBender.com.
The one and only DG.
Danny G. Here's Belleville East with the basketball out of the timeout. It's a 3-point game now. Redbirds need some more defense and some offense to go along with it. Covington tips ball out of bounds there, as holding it high was Gilmore, and Covington went up, tipped it out on the sideline. The Redbirds and Coach Lane Bennett looking for win number 8. Now we have a foul on Covington, his second, and still not many fouls in this game. Wow.
Just running through the man, coming off the screen there, and 14 fouls combined in the game.
We have 4 fouls total in this game, and now the official calling timeout as two players, maybe a little garbage talk or a little bumping there after the whistle, and look like Covington and maybe Gilmore, number 33 for Belleville East.
And Covington with 50% of the fouls in this game.
That's right, he has 2. Shot missed, rebound Alton. Covington to McDougler. Redbirds trailing 28-25. Here's Covington, number 5. Dribbles at the top of the key, hands it off to Lumpkins. Lumpkins, ball knocked out of bounds, and playing some tight defense there was Darnell Stevenson on Mikkel Lumpkins. Lumpkins will throw it in to Covington. Center circle. 4:15 to go, third quarter. It's 28-25 here tonight. Again, Litchfield at Marquette tonight. Southwestern at Carlinville. Bradley inside. Spin move and a finger roll is good.
he's beginning to heat up here a little bit. 6 points in this quarter. He had 2 in the first half. Didn't have a basket, and all of a sudden, Alton on a 6-0 run. They're back within 1.
It was a 7-point deficit at halftime. Down low it goes. There's a double team there. Almost a steal, but into the lane and dropping it into the bucket is Goldthree with 11 points now.
All off the bench, too. Reserve leading his team in scoring.
Inside, shot blocked away, and a 3-point lead for East, and they throw it away. They would have had a 2-on-1, but it's a turnover.
Boy, they had a golden opportunity there. Just a bad pass too far. Alton catches a break. Ball back.
Mentioned Litchfield at Marquette tonight. East Alton Wood River at Calhoun. Southwestern at Carlinville. Roxana and Greenville. 3:25 remaining here in the third period. 3 minutes plus. Scruggs into the game now. Dorian Scruggs out to Tony Bradley. Long shot, Parker. That's a 3-ball for the big man, Tyrone Parker.
He likes to step out there, and I always wondered why you would have your big post player hanging around the perimeter, but he's shown the ability that he can knock the 3-point shot down and ties this game up. Alton on a 9-2 run.
30-30 thanks to the 3. Here's a 2. No. East with a miss. Rebound Alton. Redbirds have a chance for more here in the third quarter.
Outscoring the Lancers 13-6 here in this third quarter.
Left side 3-ball Bradley. He missed it. It was short. Rebound Lancers the other way. Still 30-30. Outside the lane, there's a block by McDougler. They're going to call a foul. He got him on the arm, says the referee.
Guess it must have been the follow-through because it looked like a good clean block.
First foul on McDougler. 2 team fouls and a half on Alton now. Belleville East still with 1 foul in the game. That was in the second quarter. Shot missed at the free throw line. And another one coming here for Goldthree. He's now 1 out of 3 from the line. Still looking for his 12th point here at the line. 2:24 to go. Third quarter. He missed them both, got his own rebound, and laid it in.
How did not box out the free throw shooter. Wow.
Laid it right in after missing 2. 2:12 to go. Third quarter. Bradley to Scruggs, now to McDougler. Looking inside, Alton trailing now. Scruggs with 3. No, missed it. Rebound tipped around. Bradley had a chance at the rebound, but back the other way, it's a travel. Lancers had a 3-on-2, and they traveled with it.
Turnover number 8. Let's see, 8 and 3. That would make 11.
That would make 11. Lancers 32, Redbirds 30. Redbirds tied the game a moment ago. Bradley trying to tie it again. Missed the shot, though, in front of the rim, and it's going to head the other way. Belleville East ball.
Alton has forced up some shots here in this third quarter. And you notice when they've been able to score, they've been doing it with patience and working the basketball around and taking good shots. Last couple of possessions, not the case.
Inside, shot is rolling off the rim, but it's going to be a foul, and it might be McDougler again. He's going to pick up a couple of fouls here in this third quarter now. 2 on him, and 2 free throws again for Goldthree.
It's the only one that's gone to the line for his team, but hasn't shot him very well. He's 1 for 4.
13 points for number 42. And he misses.
He can't make a free throw.
Another free throw. Well, he was the leading scorer back in that November game. He had 13 points in that game. 13 here tonight. We're only in the third quarter. 1:23 to go. Lumpkins going to check in a moment. Free throw good, and it's 33-30. Lancers by 3. Alton, a record of 7-5. Both of these teams are 1-3 in the Southwestern Conference. We are at AHS tonight. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland with you. Here's Levon McDougler between the circles. He'll back it up, give it to Mikkel Lumpkins now. 1:07 remaining, third quarter. Covington to McDougler. 3 would tie the game, but they turn it over instead. Lancers ball the other way. Layup is good, and it's a 5-point game on Gilmore's bucket.
It's the first turnover for Alton this quarter, and it turns out to be a big one in Belleville East. All of a sudden, 5 unanswered, and they lead by 5 after Alton tied it up.
And they turn it over again. Here he comes again. Gilmore, 2 more, and it's 37-30.
Boy, that was quick. And we're right back where we started from at halftime. Alton looking at a 7-point deficit.
With 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Lumpkins slowing it down. 20 seconds left. Third period.
7-0 run for Belleville East, and they have that lead back once again.
We were tied at 30-30 when Parker hit that 3, but 7-0 run. Here's Covington. Fakes a 3. Headed down inside. Finger roll. No good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter, and Alton trailing by 7 again. They trailed by 7 after 2 quarters. They trailed by 7 after 3 quarters. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
So we'll retire to the mountains.
Oh, but I love the ocean.
There are places you want to get to in life, like retirement. And now your State Farm agent can help guide you with the free State Farm Insurance and Financial Review to prioritize your needs and help you plan a roadmap for your financial future.
Come on, nothing beats pine trees.
Except for palm trees.
Call and schedule yours today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Contact Tom Lane to lay out your roadmap to retirement today at 377-8912 across from Gino's 140 Club in Bethalto.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Back at Alton High School, and Redbirds trail with 8 minutes to go by a score of 37-30. Belleville East leading here at Alton High.
7-0 run to end that quarter, and 4 of those off of Alton's only 2 turnovers in that quarter. They were costly. 30-30 game and turn into a 37-30 lead.
There's a steal by Mikkel Lumpkins, and he lays it in. That's a good start to the fourth quarter for Alton High.
Well, they're going to need one here if they're going to get themselves back in the game and even get a victory here tonight. Lumpkins had a quiet third quarter after a solid start in the first half, now with 13 points.
He rested for about 3 or 4 minutes of that third quarter, so he should have fresh legs, and he showed it there. He has 13 points in the game. It's 37-32. Redbirds turn up the pressure now, and we're going to have a timeout. Belleville East with nothing shaking there on offense. And so a timeout for the Lancers, and it looks like 7:24 to go. Lancers timeout. They're up by 5 over the Redbirds. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports. Alton High and Belleville East, fourth quarter now. 7:24 to go in the fourth quarter, and it's the Lancers 37, the Redbirds 32.
2 points for Lumpkins off the steal. Get things going here for Alton, and they trail by 5. They've been trailing for most of the night.
Belleville East led by 3 after 1 quarter. They had a 7-point lead at halftime, a 7-point lead after 3 quarters. Now early in the fourth quarter, 7:11 to go. Free throw line jumper is good, and it's good for the freshman.
Looks like gold 3 with that one.
Now Covington drops to Bradley. Yeah, that was CJ Gold 3 with a free throw line jumper. So he continues to score and score some more.
16 in the game.
Here's Covington inside, gives to Bradley. Bradley foul and almost got it to roll over the rim and in, but no good.
Boy, they needed that one. Good pass. That time Covington finding Bradley coming in off the wing.
We finally have a Lancers foul here. One in each half.
That's amazing.
On the road even. That's another big story. On the road, one foul in each half, and Bradley hits the first free throw. He's got 9 points.
So if it's a situation where Alton makes a comeback and they lead late, I think Coach Ray Hoffman's got the ability to throw them out there at all costs. Nobody's going to be in foul trouble in this game.
39-34. Bradley hits them both. He's 4 out of 4 from the line, even though those are the only 2 fouls. Here's a steal. The press works. Bradley inside, fouled again, and he's the only one shooting free throws for Alton tonight.
Points without the clock running right now it's a good thing for Alton.
Coleman with his second foul, back-to-back fouls on number 32.
So he has 66% of his team's fouls.
And the only 2 fouls since halftime. And Bradley still hitting free throws. Welcome back, Tony Bradley.
Put him in a free throw shooting contest.
11 points in the game. Free throw.
And of course, we just jinx him.
Of course. Usual. And a turnover the other way. It's going to go back to the Redbirds. Bradley is a 57% free throw shooter on the year. 57.
I'd say he's better than that here tonight.
Turnover, Lancers. Here come the Redbirds, down 39-35.
14 turnovers. Good pass. Oh, Bradley just missed off his foot.
Out of bounds it goes. Alton turnover. And it's still a 4-point game, and the Redbirds back on defense. Looking for another turnover, maybe another steal. Down low, it's kicked out of bounds, and Alton hit it last. It's still Lancers ball. .6:12 remaining. Lancers throw it in. Redbirds knock it out. 6 minutes plus left in the ball game. Alton with lots of time here, down by 4. And fourth quarter, Lancers ball. 6:06 to go as they set up the offense, top of the key. Give it off to Poston, number 22. He hands the ball off to Gold 3, guarded by Lumpkins. Gold 3 with a bounce to Poston again. Into the lane, and a foul is called. That was Coleman barging into the lane. And the Redbirds will pick up the foul. Bradley, I believe, will get his second foul.
He will. So 3 players for Alton, each with 2 fouls. And the shooter,
Coleman at the line, and he puts the first one in. 5 points.
Gold 3 been the only one to the line, and he was 2 for 6.
Foul him some more. 40-35 now.
Foul their leading scorer some more. That's the kind of sense that makes, but that's the case.
Tonight, Bradley rips down the rebound as he missed the second free throw. 5-point game. Bradley going all the way down. Glass and good as he falls to the ground. An off-balance bucket for Bradley.
Boy, that's a tough shot to make.
Redbirds with almost a steal. McDougler tipped it last to the scorer's table.
Alton's going to have to pick that intensity up here as we get into the waning minutes of this game. We're down to 5:32 to go. They're only down by, it's one possession game again, down by 3.
Trailed by 7 coming into this fourth quarter. Tyrone Parker back in. Here's a jump shot left side. Missed. Bradley grabs the long rebound. Bradley stop and go, and It rolls in, but it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's not going to count, but Bradley hit another circus shot.
And I was going to say, why take that into double team, but he almost got it to go, but they called a foul on the floor. It would be Gold 3's first foul. That's a different one. I keep wanting to call him Gold Tree.
Gold Tree, Gold 3. Well, that was a strange-looking break. 2-on-2, and it was Bradley and Parker leading the way on that last break, and now Covington breaking down the sideline, and he is fouled by Stevenson. That'll be his first.
You're going to get a lot of guys on Belleville East picking up their first fouls.
4 team fouls each. Into Bradley. Glass and good. Lumpkins to Bradley for another bucket.
Boy, what a half he's having now. 13 of his 15 points here in this second half, and it's a 1-point game again.
Now we have a foul on Covington as he was trying for some pressure defense, and he picks up his third foul.
His third.
4:59 to go. Lots and lots of time here. Belleville East will set it up. They bring it to the left side. Stolen away by Covington. He can give the Redbirds the lead, and he does. He lays it in.
First lead for Alton. I don't have it written down, but it's been a while since they led.
Now we have a timeout. Belleville East stuck in the backcourt, and the Redbirds made a run in the third quarter. They make another run here in the fourth quarter, and they lead now with 4.5 minutes to go. It's the Redbirds 41, the Lancers 40. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hi, George Weber. Here's 3 more great reasons to visit Weber Chevrolet this fall. Number 1, product. Chevrolet has the best lineup of vehicles in the market today. Cobalt, Malibu, Impala, Silverado, Traverse, Equinox. Reason number 2, the deals. Right now, we have extra incentives and aggressive pricing on all of our units, resulting in huge savings. Number 3, your trade-in. After Cash for Clunkers, we were forced to crush so many of our trades that our pre-owned inventory needs some help. Your used vehicle has never been worth more.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Alton on top now, 41-40. It's a 1-point lead for the Redbirds, matching their largest lead of the game, Louis.
First lead since 4-3. That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. We're in the fourth quarter now, 4:37 to go, and the Redbirds just 4 minutes ago trailed 37-30, but now they have the lead.
And 11-3 spurt here in this fourth quarter. Bradley fueling things offensively. Now let's see if they can keep this lead.
There's another steal. Covington to Lumpkins. He'll back it up. Now
Good
give
pass.
it off to McDougler, who lays it off the glass and in.
That's good unselfish ball there. And right back, almost a 3-point play.
Alton with a foul, and Lancer's shot rolls off the rim. And free throws for Joe Gilmore. He's at the line after the foul on Bradley. That's his third.
His third foul.
4:08 to go. Gilmore at the line. Gilmore has not shot free throws yet. He has 14 points in the game, though. 16 for Gold 3. And this free throw way short. Those two players have 30 of their 40 points.
Yeah, but they can't make any free throws, and that just eats a coach up. And you can't knock the freebies down. And he's still hearing it for the air ball that he shot earlier in the game.
43-40 from the Redbird nest. Missed both free throws. Parker rips down the rebound. 1 for 3 in the quarter.
3 for 10 in the game. And you're down by 3 points.
43-40. Redbirds with the lead and the ball. Lumpkins through a double team, lost the ball. Turnover. Here come the Lancers, back the other way. Shot missed. The follow is up and in for Gold 3 again.
Lumpkins was going into a hornet's nest there. He really had no business to try to split that double team. Again, just trying to do too much too fast. Just be patient with the basketball and work it around.
There's Covington into Parker. Parker, one dribble inside. Missed the little finger roll. Redbirds had their largest lead a moment ago at 43-40. But it's 43-42. 1 point game now, and Lumpkins with a reach in and a foul, his first. And
it's going to be 1-1.
7th team foul. And so the Lancers
can regain the lead.
Can tie it, can take the lead. We'll see.
Then again, the way they've been shooting free throws, don't bet on it.
It's Darnell Stevenson at the line. 1-1. He has not scored in the game. Free throw is missed. Front end, no good. So he missed the front end there. Now the Redbirds almost lost it. Lumpkins comes out of there with it. He has the orange, and there's a reach in, no call. Lumpkins will bring it to the front court again with 2:55 to go. Redbirds up 43-42.
Quite a different game than the one they played here in the tournament, huh?
Yes, indeed. Redbirds patient now, 2:40 to go, and they're going to hold the ball.
Well, you need to draw some fouls for one.
Here's Bradley, jump pass to Covington, into the lane, and it went off the front of the rim. He was fouled. His shot was short. There's a foul called on number 32. That's Coleman's third foul. So this 1 point lead can grow bigger now from Tony Covington. The left-hander puts it up and in. 44-42. Lumpkins with 13 points tonight, but Bradley taking over the lead. He has 15 now in the game.
Free throws a big difference so far.
Covington, 2 for 2.
7 of 8 in the game for the team.
45-42, matching the largest lead for Alton at 3 points again. Inside, shot missed, tipped up, no. Parker with a rebound. He whips it out to Lumpkins. Lumpkins fouled from behind. He was fouled in the lane. He had McDougler on his left and Bradley on his right, and he was fouled.
It's going to be Gold 3.
Gold 3 is second.
I got it. Gold 3. Gold 3. I have to keep reminding myself. Gold 3.
With foul number 2. Alton with a 30-second timeout here. We'll keep it here. 2:15 to go. Next action here on Z1570 basketball-wise will be Thursday night from here at Alton High. The Lady Redbirds hosting Belleville West. West Maroons come to town Thursday, and then we have a boys doubleheader Friday night. That'll be Roxana against Marquette and East Alton Wood River against Southwestern. 4 Riverbend teams in that doubleheader.
All SCC teams as well.
Big, big night.
An SCC extravaganza.
I like it.
I love it.
2:15.
Finish it off, Tim McGraw.
Can't get enough of it. Is that right?
I want some more
I want some more of it. That's what it was.
I'll help you out.
Thank you. 2:15 to go in the game. McDougler back to Covington. It's Alton High ball. They're up by 3, 45-42. Redbirds, Mikkel, Lumpkins in the center circle now. Man-to-man defense for the Lancers, and a foul on the Lancers, Joe Gilmore.
First foul of the game, and now both teams will be in the bonus, so this is going to come down to free throws. 2 minutes on the nose left, 3-point game. You got to figure that free throws are going to play a big part here, and so far, I don't want to say it, I better not jinx Alton High.
Lumpkins free throw, good. And he's now at 14 points in the game.
If I don't say anything, they'll be just fine.
Now he goes for his 15th point. He could tie up Bradley at 15-15.
Alton's biggest lead of the game. Can you believe that?
Missed that second free throw, 46-42.
But it's a two-possession game. That's important. At least he made the one.
4-point lead.
And they're 8 for 10 from the line.
Down to the block, a miss, but McDouglar with a foul. His third. Not many fouls in the game, but 3 Redbirds all of a sudden have 3 fouls each.
Yeah, and then you got Lumpkins there sticking out like a sore thumb with 1 foul.
3 for Covington, 3 for Bradley, 3 for McDouglar. In the air and good. Another free throw coming here, 46-43. Second free throw, good. 2 for 2 for Darnell Stevenson. Hits them both.
2 points. Only 2 points in the game. Makes it a 2-point game.
Redbirds bringing it up the floor, leading by 2 now.
Nice pass.
Inside, good. And 1. That's Tony Bradley with another bucket. He'll go for 3.
Boy, what a nice dribble drive there from McDouglar. Head up the whole time. Had a crease there where he could have taken it to the lane himself, but unselfish. Nice little bounce pass to Bradley cutting in, and chance to complete a 3-point play. And it's a big play there.
Free throw, in and out. Missed it, in and out, no good.
Yeah, that thing was halfway down.
4-point lead again for Alton, 48-44. 1:30 to go in the game. Bradley. 6 points in the third quarter, but even more here in the fourth. There's a miss, but a follow, and it's up and in. And it goes for number 22, Poston. He makes it a 2-point game again.
That's just not a good job by Alton rebounding there.
Parker missed a shot underneath as he was fading away a little bit.
Another good pass from McDouglar.
2-point game, 48-46. Alton with the lead. Lancers with the ball.
Chance to tie or take the lead.
Out to the 3-point line. It goes to Gilmore. Now inside and shot missed. Rebound. Parker tying up one of the Lancers. The possession arrow going to Alton on the jump ball.
Well, at least coaches wanted a foul there on Poston's drive.
And timeout for Lane Bennett and the Alton Redbirds with 42.9 seconds left. Alton with the ball. They're up by 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
To-do lists rarely need more to do. So, at American Family, we offer a variety of products at affordable prices with the convenience of a single agent. From auto and homeowners to business and life insurance. This is Gerard Fisher with American Family Insurance. Give me a call at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Alton Redbirds and Belleville East Lancers, 42.9 seconds to go now, and the Redbirds trailed by 7 coming into this fourth quarter. They're up by 2 right now, 48-46. And again, 6 points in the third quarter for Bradley, but 9 more here in the fourth quarter for Tony.
Well, you have to take care of the basketball. That's the biggest thing you have to do here. Just take care of the basketball. No turnovers. If they foul you, they foul you. You get to the free throw line. You've done a good job. You're 80% there as a team.
Into the front court. Scruggs has it. He's fouled by Stevenson. His second foul. Lumpkins with 14, Bradley with 17. Those two have combined for 31 points. Here's Scruggs at the line. He had a nice finger roll early in the game, and that was his only 2 points as he was injured on that play. And he puts the first free throw in. He'll have another. 49-46.
This is an important one. Makes it a two-possession game.
Missed it. 3-point lead. Alton up by 3. 31 seconds to go. Lancers ball trailing by 3 points. To the right wing it goes. They dump it inside. Off the glass. No. The follow is missed. Rebound good. It's Poston who finally put it in around the rim there, and it's a 1-point game.
Somebody get on the boards, Lane Bennett's telling his kids. Guys, come on, get a defensive rebound there. It's just too many offensive rebounds and too many chances.
18.7 seconds to go on that timeout after the bucket. 18.7 to go. We'll take a break here. It's a timeout on the floor at Alton High School. Redbirds 49, Lancers 48. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports. 2-1. 1-point game with 18.7 seconds left. Redbirds ball. They lost it out of bounds. Lumpkins was trying to grab that inbounds pass, but it went off of his hands to the Belleville East bench.
Boy, the last thing you want to do is turn it over.
And they did it with 17.5 seconds left. Parker's going to check back in for some rebounding help. Parker, Bradley, Lumpkins, McDougler, and Covington in the game. $17.5 to go. Belleville East ball. Redbirds by 1. 49-48.
They're out of timeout, so they got to run this play.
3-point line. Now 7 seconds left. Lancers into the lane. Looked like a travel. No call. The follow no good. Bradley with the rebound, and the Redbirds are going to win it. 49-48. The Lancers could not get it over the rim on the left side of the basket.
Boy, they had 2 shots at it. And again, getting another player to crash the boards there and get an offensive rebound. And you're right, they just couldn't get the ball up above the rim. 2 golden opportunities to win the game, but Alton escapes. I think that's the best way to describe this one tonight.
And they are 2-0 against the Lancers, and we'll play them again in Belleville in the middle of February. Back with the postgame in a moment. Redbirds now 8-5 with a home victory over the Lancers, 49-48. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dentistry with TLC. Stop hiding and start smiling. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Professional, independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, buy American.